I adore you, but don't get too proud. You're like my favorite snack, I won't say it out loud. I won't say you're perfect, we all know you're not. But hey, you're the best kind of weird that I got. Your songs are in my head, head don't repeat. The awkward dance I do.
Hello, the lovely citizens of the internet and citizens of one of my favorite states for some ungodly reason. Hello, Kate, question mark?
Yeah, I misspelled my name the other day and on a stream, and I just left it up. So
She is what
now.
she is. And joined
thing.
by another person in one of my other favorite states. Hello, Wallace.
Hi.
And Kat's back.
Hello.
What are we cooking with on this Wednesday? Cooking with gas?
We are, I think, what should have posted to my Instagram is
I just got the note that Katie Chandler has uploaded a post, so.
She has, because everyone, if you've been waiting to pre-order,
I guess not. Oh,
there you go. Hey, you can get 25% off all your pre-orders from Barnes & Noble from today until Friday, and back in a couple months qualifies for that. So 25% off, 10% extra if you are a Barnes & Noble member, or like whatever, if they have like your membership thing. Anyway, at the very least, please go like, comment, share, whatever, save my post so it like gets boosted in the algorithm. I don't know. Oh, I hate saying that, but whatever. It's fine. That's what
you are a marketer now.
I spent an hour and a half making this post, and like it's not even like particularly crazy. Like,
oh man,
I just was so indecisive about it.
Alcove just sent me a post, and I was like, good enough, so I'm gonna post that. So I just don't do that. I can't care.
Thank you, Mars.
Now I gotta go see this.
I'm taking a page out of what Miranda said last night, because me and Miranda did a podcast last night, and she said to add, make it more simple.
Go to bed if this took you an hour to make?
I made it this morning, babe.
Oh, okay.
I went to bed around 2 and woke up around 8:30, and
okay, I'll laugh.
I started it. Yeah, 8:30, so an hour and a half. Anyway, I made a meme. I put a meme, even though the meme is whatever. I was like,
I'm sharing
it.
Very topical. Very topical.
This is all because Miranda has inspired me. Okay, Miranda is my inspiration, my reason for living, etc., etc.
The people's princess.
Yes. I was like, what's something relevant? And I was like, I'm just gonna use this challengers meme that's like so old, but.
Speaking of princesses, parentheses, gender neutral, here are some peeps we're going to say hello to. Mars, Emily, Lindsay, Kat, she's just me, Miley, Neon Moon, Malin, Malika, I don't know. Maybe. Laura, hello. And Wendy, hello. And Essie is here, and Michael is here.
Oh God,
and it has the seal of approval from Miranda, which, what more do you want out of life than Miranda's seal of approval?
Truly, like, it gives me the will to live. But how are you guys? Enough about me and my pre-order sale.
No, everything about you and your pre-order sale. That's what you got to do.
I want to put the link in the chat. But how are you guys doing? What are the vibes today? Oh my God, did we get joined by our final member?
We have a full set. Woo. Which I feel like we've been doing a lot of full sets lately. It's been nice. We've been keeping on it. 2024, she was there, but we've been on it. How I'm doing? I had a great day at job. I've done some outlining this week, trying to figure out what the fudge I'm going to write for the rest of this novel. Come up with some ideas. I'm gonna do them a little trial and run. What am I saying? What am I trying to say? I'm gonna try and write through some different ideas and see kind of what sparks my desire to write.
That's a good idea.
So there. Wallace, grapple, have grippin.
I am. So today is a Wednesday. So this is the start of my week, and now that it's February, I've stopped the ramp up challenge, and I'm gonna start a new draft of the next book. And I have over Saturday and Sunday of last week, I sat down for hours and just kind of worked out as many of the plot holes and question mark elements that I still had about the book, and I got so much good work done on it that I have basically an understanding of what is right now a 30 chapter book and what each chapter consists of. I'll say there are like 2 question marks still left, but I think we have time for those to kind of come to me as I do write the book. So today I'm starting the new draft. I'll be starting with chapter 1. Hopefully that will go fast because I really like how the first chapter from the previous draft. I just want to stop it at a different point and jump into the next chapter sooner. So that way the pace at the start of the book is better.
Sounds like a well thought out plan. I'm very excited to see you execute it flawlessly. Keep raising the bar for writers everywhere.
Stop.
Devesha, is she spiritually in the room with us right now?
Yes.
Ooh, she is in
Ooh.
bed. She is bedridden.
She is, in fact.
Okay, we're gonna circle jerk back to this at a later awakening point, maybe. Much like, actually, the opposite of Wallace's novel. We're gonna start later, Grape. So, but yeah, we're gonna set some more people joined. Kagehim is here. Hello, hello, hello. The first one was Correctamundo, Malika, and oh my god, at the challenges slide, bless. We got 4 of a kind here. Tag yourself, who are you? Well, I know who we are. Wallace is obviously the heart, Kitty's obviously the clubs, I'm obviously the diamond, and Grape is obviously the spade. So you do not look like you agree, any of you.
I mean, I know
Me.
I'm just not sure about I guess all I know is that I am the heart. That is true. That's all
I was like processing. I was audio processing what you said and like connecting the dots. And yes, I agree.
But I feel like clubs looks more like a bunch of grapes. Why is grape? Explain Grape and Katie to me, Steve.
Okay, obviously you're the heart because you're the heart. I'm the diamond because I'm constantly under pressure. Kid is the clubs because it's almost like a 4-leaf clover, and lucky.
Is Katie lucky or does she work hard? Oh, lucky.
Or am I the diamond? I'm kidding.
I mean, like lucky as in like unicorn.
Okay.
Stuff like that. And then Devesha is the shovel because she is
A shovel?
the spade, whatever.
Is she so good at internet digging? Is that what it is?
Yes, she's a sleuth. That's why. She has a lot of bodies buried underneath that pool.
It's not going to be a swimming pool, you stupid slut.
Well, there is if Grape is there because she's going to keep digging. So, yeah, that's my reasoning, Your Honor. Prosecution rests its defense. That is not how that works.
I'm not sure I fully agree with the idea of Katie being something that it almost represents, and Devesha being a spade and then turning that into a shovel. Also, not sure. I feel like the defense and the prosecution need to have a recess and maybe come back with some.
Then you may approach the bench, Wallace. What is your thought
no,
process?
I'm the judge. I'm behind the bench. I'm behind the bench. No,
I mean,
we're all behind the bench.
If you don't
like
agree with the status quo, you gotta be the upheaval. What is everyone's tag? Tag them.
No, I mean, I've been watching a lot of Law and Order. I'm telling you guys to go get a warrant for more evidence.
It sounds like you need the warrant for more evidence.
No, I've signed the warrant to tell you guys to go get more evidence.
Who made you the judge?
Nobody.
You didn't even go to law school. You didn't even take the LSAT.
You didn't go to law school.
See, Miranda and I are on the same page. Devesha should be a club because it looks like a bunch of grapes.
I mean, even a clock is broken twice a day, or whatever the fuck that is.
That's pathetic.
That's not it.
Well, like it's hard, yeah.
Oh man.
See, I like Kitty as clubs because it's alliteration. Yeah, if you spell club with a K, you're almost there.
Well, I think alliteration also counts in terms of sounds. You don't need yeah.
Anyway, this is a hill I'm willing to murder people on, so. Stick is a writer, y'all. A clock is broken twice a day. There you go. What are we working on today, Kate?
I am going to be editing a podcast episode because we recorded it last night, and hopefully
Who the
we'll get
hell
that
is
up today.
Kate?
Wouldn't you like to know? Open your eyes,
Yeah.
babe.
Wow.
Not Kate Erasure.
And then I gotta write some. I gotta do a bunch of shit. I'm very behind on literally everything in my entire life, so it's fine.
Not everything. I know one thing you got done.
I did. I already checked off the thing off my to-do list, which was to make this post. So
Nice.
slay.
Wallace, you good?
I
Are
was
any of us good?
just
First
amused.
question.
I was just laughing.
Grape, what will you be working on after having cleaned up your deck, make breakfast, and maybe gone out of bed?
TBA.
Ooh, okay.
To be said.
I love.
To be
And
announced.
I'm gonna be to be announced. Or maybe TBD. I don't know. Do you have a plan, Grape? Trying to restart these Caribbean
TBT.
chat.
A. To be thought about.
Okay. Trying to restart this Caribbean's chapter to see if this new ID is stronger. Question mark, question mark, question mark. We'll see. I believe in you, Emily Rose. And I will be trying to plot some actual scenes to figure out more than just vibes.
Nice.
Oh, that's a good word, Miley.
Oh, I always thought it was to be ascertained. But to be announced makes so much more sense. I always thought it was to be announced, but
Yeah, that's what I thought it was. I mean, I think it can be anything you want it to be.
yeah, that's the beauty of the language. Words can mean anything.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to be reading Ruthless Vows, so if I disappear at any point, just assume I'm in an emotional distress.
Oh no! Should we send somebody?
We should
you
send Grape with a shovel for a rescue party. I'm working on a piece for a contest. The bookstore I work at is having a contest for employees. Ooh. Like a contest for writing? Colin. Or reading? Do Americans do that whole reading worm thing in middle school or whatever? Elementary?
Yeah,
Ugh.
we did at least. And then we got to go on a
Yeah.
trip to Washington D.C. because we all read enough books.
Wow.
Ooh.
That's a great reward.
I think they might have taken us anyway, but
Yeah. I wasn't gonna say anything,
but I was the reason our class was at the top.
nice. Nice.
So many books.
Wendy says, I'm working on getting up. So you and Grape are in the same boat or bed. Maybe not in the same bed. I don't know.
Same bed.
Except Wendy is 3 hours behind where Grape is.
Reading challenge pizza party, my beloved. Yeah. Y'all go to travel. We just got free pizza. Yeah, that's what we got too.
God, junk food.
Yeah. I think we got to watch a movie, actually. Oh, God. And then we watched American History X, which wasn't very what a reward.
What?
I
How
know.
old were
What
you?
is that?
This would have been 7th grade. How old are you then?
13?
12 or 13. Oh my gosh.
Did you have to
Yeah.
watch it
Why is
dubbed in
everyone
Norwegian?
so,
Or
taken aback?
Okay, Devisha, someone gets straight up curb stomped in that movie and you see it.
Ooh.
Yeah, and it's like, anyway, that's
All in the name of education.
really heavy.
We're going to do a couple of focus. Do you have any questions, Katie?
did you watch it? Did it have Norwegian dub or Norwegian subtitles, or did you have to watch it? in
Historically,
English?
Norway doesn't dub a lot of things. We just do subtitles. But there
Okay,
are
so
countries
it's-
who dub instead of subtitles.
Also, why was your reward watching that movie? That's crazy. That's crazy.
You
That's
didn't get to
crazy.
pick.
Oh my god, that's insane.
I don't know, it was a good movie.
Ours was watching the Polar Express at Christmas.
Which is a different horror show. Them faces,
Oh,
though. Them
well,
animated
yeah.
faces.
Oh my god, so bad. So bad.
Well, yeah, it was pretty fucked up. And then we also did a school trip to Auschwitz in 8th grade. So
Oh, where's that at?
Auschwitz
Germany.
is
concentration
Oh.
camp.
is a concentration camp.
Sorry. Okay, I misunderstood. Yeah. Anyway.
It was an educational trip, but yeah.
Yeah. Heavy
It is the
trip
same bed
too.
except cut in half and shipped across the country, but that's scrapes in my business. Thank you very much.
Speaking of Auschwitz, has anyone seen that movie, The Devil's Arithmetic? I feel like I think about this movie all the time, but no one I ever know has seen it. It's
No.
got
Movie.
it's got what's the bitch from Spider-Man? The first one.
Kirsten Dunst.
Yes. And she plays like American teenage girl who's like, going against her Jewish family and wants to be like, tatted up and pierced and whatever the fuck. And then she gets time traveled back to the no one seen this movie.
No.
No.
This sounds like an easy Google search, though, Grape.
No, I know the
What is-
movie. I just want to know if anyone else has seen
Oh.
it because I feel like that's the movie they showed us all the time in elementary school. And my brain is like, why the fuck? That one and then the space disaster movie. But no one else has ever seen that movie.
Independence Day.
No. Challenger? Question mark?
Oh, Challenger. Yeah.
The one that blew up.
Oh my
Lindsay
god,
says-
wait, she goes back in time to 1941?
Yes! She has.
I hate that.
Lindsay says, "Oh my god, I was the only one in my first grade class that didn't complete the 100-chapter book challenge. 16-year-old and humiliated."
Aw.
Lol.
And now you're a published author, so who showed up who? I'm just gonna say that.
My Italian class was when we
Suck
watched
it,
all the
first
Tom Clancy
graders.
movies, like La Vida e Belle, talk about emotional distress. Yeah,
I don't know her.
I think we watched Martian in 7th grade, and that was the worst.
La Vita e Belle I love that movie. It is so good. The Martian is so good. Also, Miley is young because
yeah.
the Martian came out when I was in college, you guys.
Is it The Martian or just the movie named Martian? That's
Oh, I don't know. Because Miley, you talking about The Martian with Matt Damon, where he gets stuck on Mars? Because that's such an uplifting movie. I find that movie so lovely.
I mean, I also went to a school that made you write pros cons lists for slavery. I don't know, it's a public school, I guess.
Wow.
I
Welcome to
just came back
America.
from a home inspection for a potential house. Ooh, fingers crossed. Yes, Matt Damon. So
Okay.
Oh.
Miley's very young. Miley's very young. You guys.
Wait, no, Miley's legal. That movie came out like 2015, right?
It came out in 2015.
That's a decade
so-
ago.
In the 7th grade, she would have been 12. Oh yeah, and then 22. I'm dumb. I can do math.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
rural public school is the Wild West.
It is.
The Wild Midwest.
Mm.
Mm.
That
That's a good one.
is so funny, Miranda. I sometimes watch The Martian to calm myself down. That's hilarious.
That's insane.
I don't watch anything space
So-
related.
Great, because it's literally like anytime there's a problem that you're faced with, use your will and knowledge and the collective power of humanity to solve it. I don't know. I love that movie. I love that movie.
I don't think that's the movie I go to for that. Mostly because if I ever got stuck on Mars, which I wouldn't because I'm not going to Mars, but if I ever did, and that's what I feel like when I watch that movie, I would just die. I'd be done. Be like, nope.
Well, hopefully if you ever went to Mars, you'd be properly trained to live on
Well,
Mars.
yes, exactly. But I'm not, and I feel like I've been transported to Mars without that information in the movie.
Wow.
You know what I mean? Like, yeah.
Wow.
Anyway.
Wait, good morning,
they don't-
Kristen. Hi.
Hi, Kristen.
Oh, come on, Kristen. How's Baby Leatherman? When life gives you shit, grow some potatoes.
Yeah,
When smart
thank you,
people
Mullen.
survive to being smart, it reassures me.
Mullen, you and I are soul sisters. You get it.
If I was on an alien planet hunted by an 8-foot-tall man who wanted to kill me, I'd simply let him.
I cannot with this line of thinking.
I'm
No.
sorry, what? Is
Mars is saying that people in movies have too much will to live. And I'm just like, yeah, because obviously, like, to be
that-
alive,
I
to be
thought,
alive.
I thought this was a plot point in the movie The Martian. So I was like, well, I didn't know it was that kind of stuff.
I was about to I thought so too, and I was like, I don't remember that.
Oh my God.
Okay, yeah, okay.
Scary movies are when people do everything right then die.
Yes, Mullen. Yes, Mullen gets me. Mullen understands. Oh,
David Letterman is still asleep. Thank God, or maybe thank the mother. I don't know. Who put him down? Question mark. You.
Thank the milk.
And we're gonna just gloss over that. Kristen is getting into D&D, y'all. Ooh.
Ooh, fun. I always support this.
Speaking of D&D, when do we return to the taverna?
There's not gonna be a tavern.
No, that's not true. That's not true. Blank Page Tavern is gonna be resurrected sometime this month. I'm gonna schedule it.
Ooh.
I'm gonna schedule it because
You
I want
wanted to make your video, right?
Yes, but I got sidetracked on my video creations. But during this first sprint, I'm going to be doing a final pass on a video, and that's uploaded today. And then I'm gonna be on a trip next week, and I'm hoping to script a ton of videos on that trip and finalize my script, because I have had the draft for the Blank Page Tavern video script for forever. I just want to finalize that, and then when I get back from my trip, I'll film it. End of February is when the Blank Page Tavern is potentially returning, but depending on scheduling.
Love. And Mars had a previous comment saying, I literally just said yesterday when watching Prometheus that people in movies have too much will to live.
To me, and I could be completely misunderstanding you, but to me, this idea is like you are so driven by fear that you would rather die than feel fear and fight. That is so, even though I'm inherently driven by fear, my fear is based off the fact that I want to live. I don't understand what else fear is for then, if it's not to live, So I don't know. I've never been able to relate to this. You guys all know this was a big part of the apocalypse. So
Yes.
I just gotta move on.
I think in a man versus monster scenario, just take me out. You go ahead. I can't.
I don't get that.
But in a Martian scenario, I'm like, okay, I think I can muster up the will to live.
That's fair.
I think in a man
I'm
versus
alone.
monster context, I am the monster.
What?
No.
I'm an 8-foot tall man.
I gotta go.
Anyway, we're gonna. Yeah, Katie.
Sorry, it just depends for me if I'm with other people. I think if I'm with other people and we're gonna fight together, sure. Or if I'm gonna have to protect somebody else. But I know I would not be good in a survival scenario, on my own, trying to survive as a person without food, water, shelter, whatever. I'd rather fight a monster than be alone in the wilderness.
Elena joined us. It is a very interesting conversation. Hello.
As
I don't know,
always.
man. I've been through a lot. Maybe it's been enough.
I say this truly with love. You're probably saying this as a joke, but if you actually feel this way, I highly recommend talking to someone. I know you're probably joking, but I'm just going to say it just to say it, because I think sometimes people say jokes, but they actually mean it. So if you really feel like you've been through enough and it's too much, please talk to somebody. Please talk to a medical professional. Anyway.
Do we have to put a suicide warning on this?
I love you, Mars. Anyway.
It's reminding me of that one
Somebody
Selena
play
Gomez.
that Logic song.
What Logic song?
I'll put it in the chat.
It reminds me of that Selena Gomez interview where someone says they're talking about reincarnation. I don't know why, but then they're like, "Oh, wouldn't you love to either live forever or be reincarnated or something?" And she's like, "Ugh, I want to do this once and then be done." And I'm the same, but I'm enjoying the ride, but yeah.
I think that's fair.
Speaking of rides, we're going to do a 25-minute sprint unless someone else has another request for a time period of sprinting.
No, 25
What
is
am I
great.
saying?
25 sounds good.
Yeah, then we'll just, if people in chat want to tell us what they're working on. Mars is working on themselves. Wallace, I appreciate this. This is specifically in the context of being put in a movie level situation of life and death, not just everyday life.
Fair enough.
There you go. And yeah, 3, 2, 1, let's roll. Pling plong, pling plong. Sure, let's do this. What are these setups we have?
I like circles.
I don't like her.
Okay, well, you're in charge.
I am. How did Kitty do? Question mark? No,
She's frozen,
she's
I
not
think.
here.
Yeah, I think she's frozen.
Oh, I was just like, "Ooh, she's in deep contemplation."
Yeah.
How did you do all this?
I did well. It was perfect timing. I was able to get through a final run of my video. It is currently exporting. I'm hoping to have it up on my channel within like an hour. So maybe, oh, hi, Chris, at the,
Sir, this is not that kind of show.
He had to be on camera for that. He moved into shot, into view. That's so funny.
He knows what he's doing.
Just a little ass wipe moment. Okay. Anyway, that's so
Wow.
funny. Yeah, so I have a video going up today. In the next sprint, I'm gonna focus on making the thumbnails and stuff, and then if we do one final sprint after that, then then I will I'll try and get some words today. But my I want to get well, anyway, I don't need to talk about word count or anything like that because I don't have word count goals this month. I need to reiterate that. No word count goals this month, just time goals. So Wednesdays are unstructured because of this stream, and then we typically hang out for the rest of the afternoon. It's just like, as long as I do some work, I'm good. But then Thursdays, Fridays, Saturdays, Sundays are the 45-15s. And I feel from 9 to 3. And I feel like if I really stick to that, I will get a lot done. I really feel like I'll get a lot done. So.
What time does the trouble stream end for you usually?
Around 11 or 12. 11
Okay.
usually, because that's 3 hours from the start. Yeah.
Yeah. Oop, and farewell.
There.
And our beautiful friend Grape, how did you do?
Moisturize me.
Yeah, I rewatched the beginning of the stream, and I washed my face, brushed my teeth, got some water. Now I'm here.
Look at you, full service. Love to see it. Treat yourself. Are you good, Katie?
Yeah, barely. Hold on.
Holding.
Okay.
How'd you do, Stig?
I outlined 2 scenes, and then I think I decided on the rest of the act, actually. I'm still not sure what to make of like the big mission that my character does in this bit. I know like what they're doing and what the outcome is, but I don't know like the aesthetics of it, if that makes sense. Like, is it a stagecoach heist? Is it like a watchtower heist? Is it like a ranch heist? So I need to figure out like the aesthetics of the situation, and then obviously I wanted to kind of fit in with the Wild West theme and like have some maybe metaphorical, transferable actions or like big picture words to say about the situation. So we'll see what I end up doing. But yeah. Yes.
Has the manuscript exchange officially occurred? The exchange. I'm asking.
Grape, do you wanna fill us in?
Yes, I will fill you in. Stieg very diligently and punctually sent me his draft.
Not even punctually, 12 hours before due date. My baby was early.
Speak. Let her speak.
I am me, okay? I can't change myself.
You can't.
I'm working on it. I'm still working on it. I didn't realize how difficult it'd be for me to find the chapters, put the chapters in a singular document, okay? That's all I'm saying.
So you don't write all your chapters in one document?
Usually one would, but you know, things are all over the place here. But I did tell Stieg how many did I say I had left? 12?
12? So that must be true because
Now we're less than 10 now. We're less than 10.
Okay. I'm so proud of you. People can do hard things.
I know.
Devisha, do you have a cold or something? Are you okay?
Girl, is anybody okay?
Fair enough.
Let's see what our friends did. We were joined by Bombastus. Hello. And Mars read 2 chapters. Laura pre-ordered Backhanded Compliments.
Hey, thank you.
Neon Moon got 702 words. Kristen Leatherman, full name, don't know why, wrote 448 words. And Laura Nettles got the Cassandra Doctor Who reference Wallace. I also got it. So I only know it because it's Zoe Wanamaker, and for some reason I was obsessed with her when I was growing up.
And to be fair, I do feel like the moisturizing me quote is like one of the Doctor Who things that has kind of zoomed out into cultural osmosis, because there have been a lot of memes about it and stuff. So
Yeah, for sure.
Like it's not super saturated, but I do feel like a lot of people who've never watched Doctor Who do know that one. So
yeah. And Miley did a lot of work on the D&D character. Love her. Ooh, do you want to spill the beans? Call in. When they made out in the bed, that's not what that says. Made out of bed and even downstairs to their office. Good job. Good job. 65 words, but then I got distracted because Nespresso pod prices went up. Oh no. Elena got out of bed, but the dog would not get up, so I got back in. Ooh, you fell into the trap, Elena. Yeah, even I get that one. Not super saturated. I think some might say. Miranda, the door is there. Rashad says working on vlog 01, and we'll be delivering backhand and compliments.
Awesome.
Oh, thank you.
Also helps that it's in the first episode, yeah.
It's not. It's episode 2. Just to be pedantic.
Is it not the first one? Because I've seen the first one, and that's the only one I've seen.
The first episode of Christopher Eccleston is with the plastic trash can mannequin things, okay? Where her boyfriend literally by a trash can.
Yeah.
And that's like, and everybody says if you can make it through that first episode, you can watch all of Doctor Who, because that first episode, the CGI is bad, the writing's kind of bad, like it's a lot. It's very hokey. The second episode is when he takes her to the end of the earth when the sun's about to explode, and they're on that like observatory ship, and that's where she meets Cassandra, the last human. So
okay.
Yeah, I didn't make it through episode 1, so
I was a massive nerd. I'm still a massive nerd, but anyway.
Buy some foil lids and reuse the pods you have it with cheaper espresso. That's what we do. Read over my newest round of edits for BB and having an attitude. LOL. Editor's right. I'm just in my feelings about it. Lol. Not even hot stuff. I just get sassy at this stage.
Oh my God, Lindsay, can I tell you a story? So when I got my notes back from my editor on the first developmental draft, I was responding to all of her comments, and then I sometimes would highlight something that I had written. I'd be like, what does this even mean? Like, da-da-da, like, oh my gosh, this, I don't know. I responded a lot in very sassy ways, but I was being sassy to myself. And my poor editor was like, oh, well, like, you know, this is just a suggestion. You don't have to follow it. And I was like, I emailed her. I was like, oh my gosh, please know that anytime there's anything really sassy there, it's not to you, it's to me. I was so mortified. But she said she totally understood. But oh my God, I was like, I'm never going to publish another book ever again. They think I'm a nightmare author. Oh, I was so embarrassed.
Here you are.
Melissa, if you're working, chime in.
Those mannequins gave Mars nightmares. The basic art is a tiefling barbarian, love, with the dead wife, love. Well, not the dead part, but the wife part. 3 missing kids, love missing children. Yeah. Her family serves an old death god, and she had to break the pact, and that's the tip of the iceberg right now.
Wow.
That's a good iceberg. Good soup. Those mannequins are my favorite part of that show, the Weeping Angels. Those traumatized me for over a decade.
Yeah.
I would die deader than dead.
Yeah, Lindsay, it was bad. It was really bad.
Speaking of deader than dead, what did you do for that sprint, Katie?
Oops, sorry. I went downstairs and got blueberry, and then I had to call my doctor and do my insurance stuff that I haven't done yet, and so I'm just sending that to.
Are we not doing tarot today? What did I walk into?
We're going to do one more sprint, then we go do tarot cards. But Marlon is the only one who's volunteered their soul so far. So
no, I think it was someone else.
I'm verbally volunteering.
I swear to God, there was somebody else. I think it was Mars.
Oh, it might be Mars. Back from the sprint. Oh, let's not pause it.
right, everybody. That's the end of that sprint. Somebody undid the timer. Was it Stig? Is he
It
here?
was me. It was me.
Okay. Well, Katie Ann, how did you do during that sprint, my dear?
I did well. I started listening to the podcast, doing a couple of edits here and there. And while I'm doing that, I'm also looking for flights because I'm going on 2 trips pretty soon-ish. So I'm like, I'm going to book things today, I think. I'm like going to pull the trigger, which is like, always like a little scary, a little fun.
It feels very adult, even still for me whenever I'm going to Joshua Tree this weekend. Oh, doxing myself, whatever. It's a big national park. Anyway, I'm going someplace this weekend. And when I booked the flight for that, I was like, whoa, this was adult. Like, this feels so adult. So
yeah,
like I'm allowed to do this. I'm allowed to spend this much money in one sitting on a flight on an airplane. That's crazy.
I'm allowed to like go somewhere. I'm allowed to like do something.
Yeah.
So getting a little squirrely, but I'm also like, I don't know when to, like, last time I purchased tickets to go to Indian Wells. I'm going to the tennis tournament. This is not gonna be a surprise. I don't feel bad or feel weird saying it because there's gonna be a lot of content, hopefully, for y'all to consume when I'm there. And I'm like, I don't know when to, like, how much, like, when will prices drop more? But I'm also like, because I don't know if they
say the perfect time to order plane tickets is 100 days before departure.
Well, we're way less than that. We're we're like 30.
Yeah, they'll just get more expensive the closer you get to it, is my typical experience.
Anyway, how'd you do, Ms. Mo?
I did well that sprint. I mean, the video finished exporting and it is finished uploading now. And so I made it's already up on YouTube. It's not published though, because, well, anyway, I also made my thumbnail, which I think people are going to be very amused by it. No, they're not going to be amused by it. No. I've already overhyped it. It's a very boring video. I'm just amused by it because this is a repeat video of a concept I came up with a long time ago. And at the time I was like, this is going to become a series on my channel. And then it's been 18 months. And this is the iteration in that series. It's not a chocolate short story. I'm so sorry, you guys.
Devastating.
I know. Sorry. I feel like I should preempt with that because it seemed like I was teasing that. Anyway, but the reason it's not live yet, even though everything's done, it's ready to go, is because with the whole monetization thing, there are all these like extra steps, and I'm supposed to wait until it's been approved for monetization before I let it go live, especially because I feel like for me and my videos, most of my views happen like pretty close to the publishing of it. And so if I have it go live before it gets monetized, then those are those sweet, sweet cents I'm missing out on. So yeah. Yep. But I had to like click all these, like, there are no drugs and sex in here. There's no violence. There's no discussion of war or da-da-da. And I was like, damn, okay, like for the advertiser friendly stuff. So anyway, I did well. That's what I did. That's great. How about you, Devesha?
I'm not even gonna lie. I closed my eyes.
You didn't even do one chapter organizing for Stieg? Get it down to 8?
I closed my eyes. I sat here like this.
Okay. Are you just not feeling well? Why don't you just go back to bed if you're just not feeling well?
Because I'm here. Might as well stay.
Okay. And Steve, I'm going to hand the reins of this stream back to you now.
Thank you, Wallace. Did some more outlining, dipped my toes into the All Is Lost, and actually completely outlined that scene. So should I just write that now? I don't know.
Yeah,
maybe that'll spark something in the Bad Guys Close-In section. But definitely got more fuel for the fire for this novel. So all in all, it's good.
Good.
Kagehime got 314 words. Mars read a few more chapters and then had to get the charger from the office. Y'all are so real for that. Spending money, ? Very excited for the new Wellissimo vid. Gonna give my girl that coin.
Woo!
And Emily Rose just pre-ordered BC Eep. So excited.
Thank you.
Will you have your author copies by Indian Wells, Katie?
I hope so. I'm thinking I will. I'm
just stand in the green and be like, pre-order my book.
But that's literally, we were talking even if I don't have them, bringing a copy of Bedazzum and putting the cover over top of it, like making a custom wrap of Back in a Compliment, so I have it for my content that I make. And I just take it with me everywhere.
That works.
But I think I will.
Lindsay read over the inline notes for that sprint. Gotta make a plan now. Blah. And
Obviously,
Miley says, Grape is me at my therapy appointment the other day. Lol. I was actually using a six-pack right as I signed on and just like, let's do this, Miss Doctor. Or medicine doctor. I don't know.
Ms. Doc.
Baby. Yeah, just pretend.
Yeah.
647 words for Neon Moon, but almost done with the outline section, so my pace will probably slow down the next sprint.
Slay.
Miley got all their stuff wrapped up for D&D, so now they can move on to the short story.
Hi, Smiley.
Yay.
She's just being smiley. We are gonna pull some chords. We're going to start by our own little French frog, Malin Tries. Where did I leave my deck? There she is.
Whoa.
I heard it too great.
What is that?
Deck, not dick.
Oh.
I heard dick. But that's also boo-boo, sorry.
Oh, okay.
Miranda finished their walk and almost ready for the day now. Maybe another French frog because they eat them there, right? Probably. Okay, French, something else. French window? No. Bulldog? I don't know. Something French. A French croissant.
French door.
French door. But yeah, Malin desires a card. One nice tarot card, please. I can promise it's nice. That's out of my...
You're just the mouthpiece.
That's out of my paws, yeah. But for Malin, I bestow a little strength reversed. Oh, Charlie, I'm sorry, but you're gonna have to go. Let's see. Yeah, bye, Charlie. Bye,
Charlie.
Mr. American Pie. But yeah, strength reversed.
Let's see what that says.
I feel like this is Malin and Edgar, though. Is it not?
Oh, it is. It kind of looks like Edgar.
What's in your mouth? Let it go now.
So real. Okay, reverse is inner strength, self-doubt, low energy, and raw emotion. Oh, should I read it from my actual
Yes.
Tarot for Creativity book? Should we pull that?
Yeah. From the
If someone wants something specific that's like, what is it, career, finance, or love, just tell us and I won't read it from here. But maybe this will also help me understand where stuff is. Okay. What number? Justice.
This is 7 in the major, 8 in the major, question mark?
8. Oh, there she is. Okay. Okay. Do hard things with strength. Living a creative life is not always fun in games. Oh, we're not in the fun and games.
Where the bad guys close in.
Even though we strive for playfulness as much as possible, sometimes we come up against moments that feel like anything but playful. Moments that can stretch into streaks that feel hard and scary and even insurmountable. The hard things are different for everybody. Some people struggle with criticism of their art, and some struggle with praise. Some artists create their most honest work when in the throes of painful feelings, while other creatives shut down when they hit rough patches in their personal lives. You might get a thrill from promoting and selling your work, or you might clam up at the idea of allowing anyone to see something you've created. You might love starting something new but struggle to finish it, or you might dread the early days figuring out an idea but love bringing everything together in a project's final stages. Whatever challenges you, remember that the difficulties you personally encounter in your creative life are valid. You are allowed to find some aspects of your creative existence hard. Luckily, the Strength card is here to hold your hand as you face scary stuff and ultimately come out the other side a more confident, resilient creator. Your heart is your strongest creative muscle. When you think of strength, you might think of physical strength, big muscles, heroic feats of athleticism, but true strength runs deeper than that. It is the strength you find in your heart. Let's see. When this card comes to you, see it as a prompt to practice resilience, the quieter sibling of strength. Cultivating resistance requires gentleness and guides you to approach difficult moments in a way that honors the experience you're having. Seek out ways of working that prioritize openness, curiosity, and beauty over the brute force of a just get it done already attitude, often our first response to encountering something hard. Consider how you can hold your own hand through it, how you can really get to the heart of it, and how you can honor yourself and find sweetness alongside difficulty.
There you go, Malin. If you're still here, you've been mouthpieced.
There you go.
Go forth and prosper. Do that query journey.
Ooh, yes. Hard things.
But yeah, if she's in the midst of a draft, it's probably not a good time for querying. But
Well, maybe that's the time. I mean, sometimes that's what people do, like to get through the query process, is like work on something else.
maybe it's like start investigating agents you want to query. Start thinking about the journey.
Yeah.
Put your first foot on the yellow dot or whatever Twister is. I don't know.
Are you okay, Ms. Mo?
Yeah, I just had this weird thing, like a light beam on me, and I wasn't sure if it was digital or like real. Like if it was my camera, if a camera artifact, or if there was actually light reflecting on my actual skin.
Okay.
Also, Icarus is here with us. He's being a good boy. He hasn't bit me at all today.
Wow.
Asked to sit in my lap like 3 times already, so.
And for Zomber Honey Books, I give you a 5 of Pentacles.
5 of Pentacles. The 5 of Pentacles is, ooh, we are holding space for the hard stuff. Okay. Creativity does not always feel productive. In fact, pursuing your creative goals can sometimes be a slog. Creativity can ask a lot of your time, energy, and other resources. And some creative challenges take more than they give, and that can be draining. Featuring, okay. Blah, blah, blah.
That's any good read. Blah, blah, blah.
Sorry, it's just like describing the card.
Yeah. I know.
The figure and the card are not prepared to push forward. They're wet, cold, hurt, and barefoot. They cannot be forced to keep moving towards their destination. Instead, they need a moment of comfort, a break on the road, a chance to warm up and restock their supplies, and treat the most urgent wounds. They need kindness and hospitality, a safe space. If this card comes up for you, you might need to offer yourself the same thing. When you first take in this card, you may only notice the biting cold, the weakened characters, the bracing wind, and a feel of hopelessness. If you're having a 5 of Pentacles moment in your life, you may wonder, will this ever get any better? The good news is that despite the card's grim initial impression, hope floats in the background right within reach. This card is about advocating for your needs and making pit stops to take care of yourself when you're in a tricky period of your creative journey. You can't keep fighting the good fight if you're worn down and out of resources. When this card appears, focus on giving yourself a safe refuge you deserve. Validate your feelings of hardship and offer yourself a break from the thankless work that's been wearing you down. Look to your community for extra support and give yourself permission to tend to your physical and emotional needs so that when you're recovered, you're ready to face the elements again.
There you have it, Mars. I've been ignoring so many of my projects because edits are hard. Maybe the cards are saying, treat yourself.
Take a break.
Focus on the fun stuff. You have a secret project in February, or an announcement. Sorry, not a secret project, but
it is a secret announcement.
It
TBA.
Sure is. TBA, yeah, to be ascertained.
Yes.
Emily Rose will take a card because why not? There's so many reasons why not to take a card, Emily. I cannot even list them all, but you know, you have Spocus, so thou shalt receive it.
Mm-hmm.
And for Emily Rose, I want to give you a little Ace of Wands.
Ooh, Ace of Wands.
Reversed. But yeah, your book just does the card, right?
It just does the card. Yeah, it doesn't usually do reverse and stuff. Okay. Ace of Wands is find your creative spark. It only takes a single match to light a fire, and it only takes a split second of inspiration to set you off on a compelling creative journey. The Ace of Wands celebrates creative kindling, that moment of takeoff that can change everything by putting your imagination on a completely unexpected path. We've all had ideas take hold of us from seemingly nowhere at all, but that doesn't mean you should just wait for your spark to appear. The Ace can help you actively spark your imagination and find compelling motivation to create, even when your creative fire isn't lighting itself. let the Ace of Wands be a beacon for you to follow, an opportunity to illuminate the secrets of what lights you up. Finding the key to sparking your imagination and taking control of your creative fire starts by recognizing patterns. If you feel the urge to create, but you don't have any ideas or the motivation to get rolling, make a list of moments in your past when you've experienced a creative spark. Where were you? What were you doing? Who were you with? What could you hear, see, taste, and feel? What had you just read, watched, listened to, or tried just before inspiration struck? Exploring your past experiences may be enough to put you on a creative roll. Beyond that, reflecting on past moments of seemingly random inspiration can give you vital information about how to engineer creative sparks in the future. Once you get familiar with the elements that your spark experiences have in common, you can start actively seeking out those elements and put yourself in inspiration's way. When the Ace of Wands appears for you, reflect on what experiences have facilitated inspiration for you in the past and how you can actively seek that energy now.
There you go, Emily Rose. You've been mouthpieced.
It feels apt for you, Emily, if you're starting like a different beginning for your book. Like, kind of fits.
Feels very Ace of Wand.
Yeah.
Mars says this week is a little break to work on the fun stuff before going to edit something, anything, who knows what. Y'all, my announcement next week is so easy to guess. Lol, it's not a secret at all. It's a secret to me because I have no idea. Mullen says, looking back, I agree, but with work, not writing. I've been having stress from doing well, but then my line manager is all, you're doing fantastic, and everybody praises you. So there's clearly some issues with my self-confidence at the moment. This was a kind card despite being reversed, telling me to be more confident. Thank you, cleansed deck. You are welcome, Mullen. You've been mouthpiece too. I love that. Gotta go get that creative spark back. Gotta get that boom boom bass. Is that a song? Yeah.
Boom boom pow.
It's a boom boom
All
pow.
about
Yeah.
that bass. Yeah. Or all about that bass.
Or all about that bass. Both catchy songs.
They are.
I think we shall do one more maybe before we go into the next sprint. I'm gonna do Grape's verbal request. Is Grape back? Oh, there she is.
I'm also muted. I'm here. I was just looking for my deck. I couldn't find it.
Okay.
She's lost and confused.
And for Grape, I give you a Widow Ace of Swords reversed.
Oh,
Wow. There's a lot of presenting. The aces are typically like something's being given to you. So this is so interesting.
I like this imagery.
I'm here. I'm listening.
I'm getting there. Okay. Ooh. Cut through negativity with the Ace of Swords.
Wait, reverse?
The creative book doesn't do reverse or
It
upright.
doesn't do reverse
It
or
just
upright.
do.
It just
Oh,
is.
but that was the card you pulled. It was reversed.
Oh yeah, it was reversed.
Oh, knowledge. Okay, thank you.
Despite its dark reputation, the suit of swords opens with optimism. As the first card in the suit, the Ace of Swords captures all the potential and power the swords have to offer. By viewing this card as an antidote to the darkness that follows through the rest of the suit, you can imagine yourself going into your dark moments and approaching your fears armed with the Ace of Swords' triumphant energy. You've got this. The Ace of Swords directs you to cut through the noise of anxious, fearful thought spirals that generate dread, fear, discomfort, or insecurity. So you have a clear path to creative freedom. It promises that when you take action to cut down the negative thought patterns that stand in your way of your creative ambitions, you win. Oh, do you not like that?
Yeah.
You tell. Think about it. If you cut the cable that was transmitting all your fears, negativity, and insecurity straight to your mind, how much more fun, how much more play, how much more creative abundance might you experience? When the Ace of Swords comes up for you in a tarot reading, challenge yourself to confront your fears and negative thoughts and consider what tools and resources you need to cut through them. Ooh, one powerful tool, here we go, the Ace of Swords might stand in for is therapy, counseling, or coaching.
Hey, this is reversed. I don't need therapy.
That's not true. Have the space and support of another person can help you identify and break through negative thought patterns, effectively cutting through the noise you can hear and attend to your own needs. You might also find the Ace of Swords energy through journaling, meditation, or, of course, the tarot. All the resources that can help you follow this card's advice to overcome your fears. All of these are resources that can help you follow the card's advice to overcome your fears by cutting through the noise and fog of your insecurities and anxieties.
I think it's telling you to give me your document. You've been mouthpieced.
Thank you.
When this card appears in a tarot reading, it is important to give yourself time and space to meditate and clear your mind so you can birth this idea in most effective way. For reverse, so like that feels very grave coded to me.
True.
Going into the next sprint of the evening or the day. It's going to be 25 minutes on the clock, and then we're going to be back.
I have
So-
a video going live right now.
Wait,
Is
can
it
I
shorter than-
mention my anecdote before we go into the next sprint?
Yes.
Share your anecdote, my love.
So the other day I was like cleansing my decks and I was putting the cards of the first two in order, and I found that, oh my god, don't do that.
I just
You know,
wanted
one of my
to.
decks was missing the Two of Pentacles. So like, okay, I'm gonna look for it, but you know, I put it to the side. And then I went to do the next deck and I was just like shuffling, random, asking it a question. I don't remember what I asked it, but it answered with the Two of Pentacles. I thought it was so funny.
That's cool. I love
Whoa.
when decks do that. That's so cool.
It's like, just thought I was gone, bitch.
Okay, we're ready now. Nope. That
Yeah,
there we
yes.
go.
And Steve, to answer your question, yes, the video is shorter than the sprint. It's like 18 to 19 minutes long. So, and it's shorter than
Girly
that.
Pop, link it in the chat.
2 times
Let the
speed.
people
Oh, yeah.
know.
Great idea. Hold on. Copy
Holding
link.
space for it.
Thank you. And it's linked. All right. Happy sprinting, everybody.
Happy watch party. Pling, 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 plong. Plong, 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 pling. How did you do, my beautiful little doves? Ooh, I didn't like that. My friends, platonic friends, how did you do?
I did well. I have gotten through 22 minutes of the edit, and I am
Ooh.
just, booking my adult things still.
Slay the house down, Boots, as one of my friends would say.
Yes. Yes.
I'm here.
You're queer?
I'm here.
You're queer?
No.
Okay, just checking. How did you do?
I did well. I watched my own video because obviously, and then responded to some comments that were left, and then did like a very quick tour lap. Mainly I put on my humidifier because my cats are sparking, and I always feel bad when that happens. So I'm trying to get the humidity up in here so they don't have to deal with that.
I was just waiting with bated breath for you to name drop the emoji that you put in the comments, but there was none.
Oh, I forgot to do that.
You said that was going to be a thing, and I was ready for it to be a
I'm
thing.
sorry. You can drop any emoji in the comment. I'm sorry. I forgot to do that.
I left a comment though, and I made
I
like a
did
very specific observation. So I'm like, okay, that's proof of purchase or whatever it's called. I don't know. Devesha, how did you do?
Okay. It's hard to quantify, but I found the portion of the chapter that I couldn't find before.
Oh.
It was in the trash.
You like you're just in your own little personal mystery. It's like you're writing the book all over again. If this organization is not like a metaphor for your mind, then I don't know what is, Grape.
I really
honestly.
don't know either.
Why was it in the trash, Devesha?
Your guess is as good as mine.
You have no memory of putting it there?
Mm.
Wow.
It's like I feel like somehow this is like Grape writing down, parts of her book on a tree in like, I don't know, Spain, and then phoning someone and asking them to ship her the tree so she can put it in the book. This process is so convoluted, Grape. It's not serving you.
You know what it's giving? It's giving, writing your best-selling idea on a napkin.
Yeah, it's giving Glass Onion.
Yeah.
But I'm so glad we're just one trash file closer to having a finished manuscript.
Halfway, half manuscript, right?
Yeah, half manuscript. And I did some more outlining. I figured out what I'm going to do for the big mission. It's going to be a train heist. I think that's Wild West enough.
It's fun.
And then I watched your video, had it on in the background, watched some cute Pinterest vibes. And then that's what I did.
Thank you. Thanks to everybody who watched. It already has like 18 videos, so I'm assuming, or 18 views, so I'm assuming that's most people here. So thank you, everyone.
Except 3 people. So
There's 3
Katie?
people. Who are you? I watched it.
I know
didn't
you.
watch it. I was trying to focus.
That's okay. That's okay. You don't need to watch it. I appreciate anybody who did.
And then I put on Anna's vlog because I was inspired to watch Anna's vlog by watching your vlog. So
That's
I'm
fair.
watching Anna's, what's it? Martin Luther King Day vlog? Question mark.
Wait, that hasn't happened yet, has it? Wait,
Mhm.
Martin Luther King? What? I'm
it already
sorry.
happened.
No.
It already happened. That's
It
a
was-
January.
Yeah,
January
is that
4th.
not MLK Day?
It is MLK Day, yes. you're
Okay.
Why
I
didn't
am
Marta have a
upset.
vlog?
Not Marta, Anna.
correct.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I
Yeah.
don't know. I heard Marta. I was confused.
Though, did I not remove Martin Luther King Day as a national holiday as of like a
But
week
Marta's
ago?
in Spain. Nope, she's in.
Not Marta. Martin
That's
Luther
why I was
King.
confused because I heard Marta and then I heard Martin Luther King. So it's like that makes no
Wait,
sense.
did they really remove
Did they do that?
And then they
Oh.
like removed a bunch of like months as like honorary months. And then
Yes.
they have tightened in the grip on the public holidays, specifically the social justice public holidays. So
Hmm.
yeah,
don't
I mean it's been 5 years, Mars. I don't know. What are you expecting at this point? It's what it says on the tin. Honestly, it's troublemakers. We have not been lying to you.
We should change our name to Sleepyheads. Because we just sleep all the time.
We
Oh,
should-
Steve, you're
We
gone.
should change it to just incoherent.
That's true.
Yeah, just 4 idiots on the internet. Yeah, it isn't illegal to celebrate them yet. Next sprint, I just woke up, so I haven't had the chance yet. Oh, to watch the video. Gotcha. I'm on top of it. Let's see what people did. Jessica said, "Oh, look, y'all still on. It's only been 2 hours. So what do you mean still?"
Yeah.
Just because, like, I've had enough.
But yet she's
Y'all are
here.
annoying.
How is baby Rachel Berry? Colin. No reading, just watched YouTube. Tvisha, your chaos is unmatched. True that.
You know what? It's just for this one. This one is weird. The other ones haven't been this chaotic.
Yeah, you had a rough 2024, I will say.
Thanks.
So I'll give you grace. Not that you need it, but here you have it if you want to.
Thanks,
Melon
guys.
says, I finished bits from work, then got dressed and prepared some early din so I can leave on time for this author event. Sounds cool. Lindsay is 7 minutes in, and Melon's got to watch it tonight. Grape taught Martin Luther King how to vlog.
No, I thought Martha had a vlog about Martin Luther King.
They removed them on being government-sponsored events or something like that. And baby Rachel Berry is fine. She's watching Pokemon right now. It's very Rachel Berry coded to catch them all, I will say. But it's taking them like off official recognitions, yeah. We have some more cards to deal out. First on the chopping block is Keith. Who the fuck is Keith? You might
Keith
ask,
is
Grape.
gone. Keith is now Katie and Blueberry. Betrayal of Keith.
Yeah, Keith Erasure.
Is that not the main character of that book from the series that the guy's never going to finish because he's a dick?
Oh,
Quaid?
Patrick.
Yeah.
Rothfuss?
Patrick Rothfuss.
Both?
Is there a character? I've read those.
Oh.
There's no. is
That
there
sounds the
Keith in them?
same.
It does sound the same.
Oh, Quoth. Yeah, that's
Quoth.
it. You said it.
Quaith. There is a character in Game of Thrones called Quaith.
That sounds
No,
like,
isn't
too much
there-
like Queef.
Wait, I
Quaver?
thought there was a quoth in Game of Thrones. The person
think
that
there
Daenerys
is.
meets in
That's Quaith.
That's Quaith, but it's spelled with a Q.
Yeah,
Q-U-A,
Sten is Quaith.
Whatever.
Sorry.
That is Quaid. Also, how
Um,
dare you? I am, in fact, Kate.
Keith and Blueberry. But yeah, Keith for you and Blueberry. One card each. Blueberry, you're about to be read the House Down Boots.
Oh,
Keith.
no.
Gets the moon reversed, and Blueberry gets whatever this is. Goblets 5.
Five of cups. Let's do
5 of
Blueberry
cups.
first. 5 of cups. I'll tell him what he got. Let's see. Okay, 5 of cups is navigate
Let's see.
rejection. Blueberry.
Who's rejecting him?
Oh,
It's hard being a
rejection
dog.
hurts. It's hard being him. He doesn't even know how to. He didn't even know how to read. But it's something.
I don't even know what it looks like.
But rejection hurts. But as a creative, it's something you have to learn to deal with. Creative work is always received subjectively, and the truth is that there will always be people who don't like how you express yourself, and it's the nature of the creative beast. But that does make it an easier pill to swallow. What can help soften the blows is the lesson offered through the 5 of Cups. One of the most powerful things this card offers is the simple act of acknowledging the pain you're experiencing as the result of rejection. The 3 spilled cups, blah, blah, blah. By illustrating the sorrow that is felt when you lose what you had hoped for, this card can help destigmatize the grief and pain of rejection, and that in and of itself is the first step to coping healthily with rejection.
Wow.
Poor Blueberry.
Hard being a
Poor
dog.
buddy. He doesn't know how to read.
And for Keith,
For Kate, let's see what Kate's getting. Okay, the moon. The moon.
and there's Edgar and Blueberry. Hello. I guess Bear and Blueberry, but
Yeah, Bear and Blueberry. Bunny and Blueberry.
are
There's
you their
the
moon?
moon.
And who's the little what's that food called? Lobster?
Lobster. I think it's Bear and Blueberry, and Bunny's the lobster.
Should give a lobster in it.
Excuse me.
It does. Oh, time to sprint.
Absolutely
Um,
not.
Do we know what number the moon is by chance? Perhaps.
XVIII. What is that? 10, 15,
yeah.
18?
Yeah. Okay. Embrace your creative phases with the moon. Scientifically speaking, the moon is a natural satellite of the Earth. Thank you. I did not know. Over the course of a year, it takes roughly 12. Okay, thank you for explaining to me what the fuck the moon does. The moon we see in the sky changes, but the moon itself does not. It is always whole. It is always whole, but we don't get its full power all the time. At different times of the month, even different times of day and night, the moon's influence on things like the tides vary based on where the moon is in its orbital journey. It can be wise to liken your creative journey to the lunar cycle. You too are always a whole creative person, whether you're actively making something or not. The moon doesn't always appear full to us, and you don't always need to be running yourself dry to create in order to claim the identity of artist, writer, or creative.
Wow. What is this I'm holding up, Katie? Is it a mirror for you to look at yourself in?
I'd rather look directly at the sun.
Shut up.
Or the moon. Or the moon. I'll look right at the moon.
It's not going to be a moon, you stupid slut.
Recognize the phases you go through on a regular basis. Know how much energy you have for creativity throughout your days, weeks, months, and years, and it can be incredibly empowering. The moon card is all about accepting the natural ebb and flow, the tides of your energy and inspiration. If moving through cycles of energy has worked for the moon for millions of years, then perhaps us mere mortals ought to accept that our attention span, energy, and abilities also wax and wane. When this card appears, it can be an invitation to check in on yourself and identify what phase of your creative journey you're in right now. How full is your tank? There's another element to the moon card worth mentioning. Strangeness, transformation, and mystery. For as long as the moon has moved through its many phases in the sky, it has fascinated and inspired onlookers. Many people believe that the phases of the moon have profound effects on human behavior, and historically the moon has been linked to madness and recklessness. In a creative context, this interpretation could be a prompt to get a bit weird and wild, to make creative choices that feel crazy or mysterious, and to let the light of the moon transform and shapeshift your art.
Wallace, are you with us?
I'm here.
When was the moon invented?
Okay, well, so obviously I'm sure you know it wasn't invented, but
I mean, obviously.
during a time of the formation of the solar system, there was a time called the Great Bombardment where everything was kind of crashing in together as the planets were forming. And the theory is that a planet a little bit smaller than Mars actually crashed into the Earth, and the two planets kind of combined and into the Earth, and then some of the wreckage formed into the moon. So the moon is this like combination of original Earth and that planet. So, and that, sorry, I've been off camera. I've been snuggling with this little boy on the bed.
So wait, the Earth is just like a twin eating its own twin in the womb?
Yeah, kind of.
Oh,
I mean,
I hate that.
To be fair, something crashed into it. It's not like it was out there going glom, 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 you know.
Like Pac-Man?
Yeah.
So wait, is the moon a fragment of the original Earth or the planet that crashed into the original Earth?
So it's both, and the Earth is also both, right? Like what we are today is a combination of the planet that was originally Earth and then the planet that crashed into that planet. And then a portion of that,
portion of the combination.
A portion of the combination, because of just gravity and like momentum and stuff, got sloshed off, and I think was originally a ring around our planet, and then reflected into the moon. I think
we could have had a ring.
Well, rings aren't stable features. Like Saturn.
Yeah, I was gonna say, imagine just like fucking skyrocks.
No. I mean that they'd be stable within their orbit for a bit, but Saturn's rings will eventually go away. They'll eventually collapse and stuff like that. Yeah.
But imagine if we had rings now. Like, it'd be so beautiful in the sky.
Imagine having everything that you ever need. Don't you want it? Come on, Miranda. I know you're here somewhere. Football. Look at that sweet boy. Cutie. It's been a traumatic few months, bestie. And Gaze want a card, and it'll be for 10 minutes. I'm just gonna, jumping the queue to everyone in the queue. But Gaze, I'll give you whatever I can give you, which is this. Ooh, another moon. Hello. Maybe that's the sun. I don't know.
No.
This is a bunch of cups. 5, 6, 7, 8.
7. Eight of Cups.
And that's Aang on their way to giving the presentation.
Eight of Cups. Eight of Cups. Okay, ooh. Moving on meaningfully with the Eight of Cups. This is, speaking of the moon, total eclipse of creativity. The Eight of Cups challenges you to be brave enough to walk away from things you've loved creating to make space for new creative adventures. The card stands at the intersection of woe and optimism. It acknowledges that choosing to leave behind one creative dream to seek another is not easy, but it can be freeing. When you stop carrying the burden of what could have been, you open up the space in your mind and your heart for new potential to take root. You don't just move on, you move forward.
We've had both a burden of what has been and a holding space in this conversation.
We've had holding space many times. She was ahead of her time. Or they, I don't know the pronouns, but they were ahead of their time writing this.
Goodbye writing, hello programming.
Okay. Okay, there's an asymmetrical structure of the stack of cups in the foreground. On the bottom, 4 cups stand side by side in a neatly joined line, but the 2 on top. But on top of them, 2 are balanced next to each other, while the others stand apart. The image conjures a sense of incompletion. In a creative context, the card can give you permission to leave things unfinished, to move forward towards the next thing instead of forcing yourself to tie up all the loose ends on the projects and ideas that are no longer working for you.
I guess that means we're never getting the Heidi story.
Oh no.
R.I.P.
Or
Maybe we get a Heidi video game though.
Ooh. That'd be a vibe.
Okay, also Case you was mouthpieced, Blueberry was mouthpieced, and Aang you were mouthpieced. Last one before we go into New Sprint is gonna be Miss Pocket. Can't be worse than their 2025 Oracle card pull.
Oh
no. What was your Oracle pull?
Just watch me give you the tower, Lindsay.
Oh no.
Don't put that into the universe.
Oh, I can't put anything into the universe. The universe just puts it into me. Bye then, perhaps forever. Who can tell?
No.
no,
Gays,
gays,
the gays everywhere can't go away.
Nicki Minaj, come back.
Let's go to the beach.
And for Lindsay, quote unquote, the mother, I give you Page of Wands reverse.
Okay. Wow. What's up for verses today? Page of Wands.
I will always be with you in spirit.
But I don't want you in spirit. Okay. Page of Wands is to reclaim your attention with the Page of Wands. Okay. From billboard ads to phone games to incessant work communications, the daily admin of being a human. The gift of attention is more precious than we give it credit for. It takes dedication and practice to reclaim your attention and curiosity, but it is possible to learn how to be creative with your attention. How to be creative with your attention, even when it feels like the world is against you. One way to reclaim your attention is to practice being present and mindful during the act of creating. True creativity requires presence, for you to fully be there with your ideas and your tools. And presence is all about giving your attention to the moment, to the vibration of a finger plucking a guitar string, the sound of paintbrush bristles stroking the canvas. Reading tarot is another excellent way to practice attention. Try sitting with a card as long as you can, scooping out all of the tiniest details. What do you notice in 2 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes? When the Page of Wands appears in a reading, it is reminding you that the more attention you can afford to your life, the more you'll be rewarded in your creative pursuits. A lifetime of attention helps you make unique connections, see creative opportunities where others can't, and evolve your process as you continue to observe your world with voracious curiosity.
I love that.
Sit with it.
Yeah.
So reverse, pay attention to nothing.
You've been mouthpieced.
Stop paying attention, Lindsay.
Grace Everywhere says, whenever you have unhinged thoughts, that was me telepathically giving you the courage to say it out loud. You've all been wonderful, and I will never forget your kindness. Off I go.
Good luck, gays.
Good luck, babe. And see you someday.
See you on the other side.
She got friends on the other side. Okay. Speaking of friends, time to do the last sprint of the day.
Ooh,
Are we feeling
potatoes.
productive? Are we feeling cohesive? Are we feeling our documents, Devisha?
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Convincing.
take a nap this sprint. Full disclosure, I'm so sleepy.
Good luck, girl.
Why?
You're not gonna wake up in 25 minutes. It's not gonna be a Wallace. You stupid.
I'll hear you guys. I'll hear you guys. I'll come back.
Okay. Okay.
I'm in awe of your ability, all of you threes' ability to nap. It is inspiring. But yeah, we're gonna go into the last sprint of the day, or this stream's last sprint. You might sprint at your own time, leisure.
Are we? Wait, what's happening?
I think the sprint is over, but I missed the bell. So
Oh, gotcha.
During that sprint, I just have been working more on editing and then also thinking about the logistics of the 2 trips. So it's just been a lot of travel, logistic-y vibe things that,
Yeah. Definitely don't push yourself too hard. If you're looking at it and you're realizing like the second trip, you're like, wait, that might be too quick after the first one.
Oh, no.
It's okay.
No.
Okay. Well,
I'm just more looking at, for just because it's interesting to me, is like picking like what flight times and stuff.
oh, sure.
And then also, I need to coordinate with you about
Mhm.
stuff and things.
Yeah.
So anyway, that's what we'll do later. So yeah.
Awesome.
How's Jimmy's going?
I did exactly what I said I was going to do. I napped and then I got back up, even though you were all like, there's not going to be a Willy smell, you stupid slut. But stupid slut.
And not you all, Katie specifically.
I was talking to Katie.
Oh,
So that's what I did. I slept. I dreamt. It was lovely. I'm going to go right back to sleep as soon as we end the sprint. I'm going to be so frail.
did you dream of Jeannie?
No, I was dreaming of, what was I dreaming of? I don't even know, but it was like, I was definitely, I put on my jazz music. I don't know if you can see the video playing on my TV, but so it was like one of those things where I was drifting. Like I kept my eyes kept opening to check on the time. So it was more of like a rest, but I definitely was asleep at one point. Like that bell woke me up.
Also, in case anyone is like, why do they keep calling each other stupid sluts? Here you go.
And when they dig up that backyard and find my bones, you'll go to prison.
There's not going to be a video, you stupid slut.
Oh my God. Why'd you use the pizza?
I meant to click not cursed, and then they both say curse. So there's stupid slut cursed, and then stupid slut not cursed. And I should have renamed them differently, but I didn't. So apologies.
It's okay. Although, I'm sorry.
Nope.
I was just gonna say there might have to be a video this year, given that I've already missed 2 weeks of video content. Like, I'm gonna have to do some form of like vlogmas or something, and I would rather do it earlier in the year rather than later in the year, so that way I'm not like pushing myself at the very end to meet that 100. I would love. I know I said I wanted 100 videos for this year. I would love to actually have 100 videos by October if we're gonna be so for real. So by end of October.
Dang.
So
How many videos is that a month?
10, because it's October is the 10th month of the year. So
That makes sense.
I guess
Grape,
that's you veg.
got another chapter in, but muted because they're watching something. And I planned out the heist scene, so that's what I did.
lovely.
The reason I'm so late getting back is because I'm doing this on my couch, and then I just hear your voices start, and I'm like, oh, but I got this, like, just two more words. So there. Let's see. We lost a Mars. Farewell. Behold, I have made a pan of enchiladas from scratch. Oh, love enchiladas.
Delish.
Is it too late to get a card pull? My mother finally left the house, and she thinks tarot is of the devil.
That's gross.
Sure. The moon is a love child.
She is.
And Kristen wrote 644 words and finished chapter 5. Neon Moon wrote 349 words, also started dinner.
That's
Mm.
our menu.
That's for
Jessica
dinner.
watched Wallace's video and then journaled a little bit.
Thanks, Jessica. I send you my hearts.
Literally lovely.
Lovely. Okay. Miss Kristen, Mrs. David Letterman. I don't know if your man's name is David. What is your man's name? You don't have to tell us that.
No, you do. I want to know the man's name.
I know what Kristen's name is, and I know what her baby's name is, but I have no idea what her partner's name is.
Kristen's name, not Kristen?
Well, I know her name is Kristen.
Oh,
Thing.
okay. I just was like, is this another mind blown moment? Oh,
Evan.
Evan.
Yeah.
That's a good name. I like that name.
And then your child's name is Rachel, so it's perfect. No, that's not you. Your child's name is David.
Kaberry. That's just Kaberry.
But yeah, for Miss Kristen Leatherman, I
Also, I
give
don't
you.
think Jessica Barry's child's name is actually Rachel.
It's not. He's
It's
making
not.
a pee joke.
Right? Okay,
A pee
okay.
joke. Yeah.
Canonically, in my brain, it is.
Rachel.
Yeah.
Kristen, you're getting the tower.
No. No. No.
Sorry, I'm just a mouthpiece.
Oh my god. Oh no. Okay. We're definitely using this one because this one has very positive spins on everything. So
Yeah, this one I feel like is the cop out.
Well, I
tarot.
think the
But it's-
tower is inherently a good thing.
No.
Sure, everything will crumble and fall, but
No.
out of the ashes rises a phoenix.
Yeah, but there's still ashes to get through. We could have beautiful, uplifting moments without having to crumble and fall.
Didn't
But
I
if you
remind you that
currently
the
have
last time
something
I
that's-
pulled the tower, my dog died?
Have you really never pulled the tower since?
Never pulled it since. I pulled it the day before,
I know.
and I have not pulled it since.
I know.
I pulled it on Sunday, so.
I know you pulled a really crazy spread.
You oh wow.
But yeah, I think like if you have something in your life that's not serving you, and sure you're kind of sticking to it because it's familiar and comfortable, I think the tower can be a good thing.
Okay, let's see. Okay, embrace the worst case scenario is what it says. Awesome. Okay. Oh, this is directly from the author of this book. This is directly from Chelsea.
Thanks, Chelsea.
I'd love to tell you that living a creative life is all rainbow, sunshine, and orgasms, but sometimes it's the pit of despair. And no tarot card understands and holds space for the worst things better than the tower. Whether you've lost your dream commission, had a devastating rejection from an agent, missed out on a job or promotion, received a diagnosis that significantly sets back your creative vision, or opened up your computer to find that somehow the draft of your novel has disappeared forever, there'll be moments of your creative life where you'll be struck down and smashed to rubble.
No, Kristen.
Kristen, no! Okay, you will wonder how you'll ever build yourself up again. Facing a tower moment in your creative life means encountering the worst case scenario. This is not a card about love and light. It's a card about shock, devastation, and disaster. But the tower is also a beacon. Sitting with the grief, fear, and desolation that this card conjures is the first step in choosing not to let hitting rock bottom be a death sentence. This too shall pass is like the little blurb here. Okay. When the tower comes up or you seek out its advice, take the time to reflect on what's going wrong in your creative life. Give yourself permission to sit with the discomfort, the pain, and the fear. Allow yourself to have that moment of grief, to respect the devastation. Take stock of the damage and let yourself feel it. You can't start to heal and rebuild until you've confronted the damage and made space for your pain. In fact, getting a sense of what's broken and giving yourself permission to feel it can be creatively generative. Your experiences may open up new ways of seeing and new things to express, new inspirations to create. Being struck by lightning can be the worst thing that's ever happened to you, but it can simultaneously be an electrifying current that sets you off in meaningful new directions.
Kristen gave a little update. It's my first week back after maternity leave, and I found out my boss didn't submit any of my timesheets, so that's why I didn't get paid the last 4 months. I hope this is like a retroactively thing where you just get a cumulative 4-month payment.
I hope so. They better give you your fucking money.
And also, oh my gosh,
fuck your
Apple
boss. And
surgery.
yeah, I found out the baby boy needs surgery. No, David.
I'm so sorry, Kristen.
Yeah. Warm wishes from us.
Definitely.
Very sorry, Kristen. Kristen, that is devastating. Yeah.
We're here for you.
So the tower feels like maybe the universe telling you that on the other end there's gonna be 4 months of maternity pay.
Yeah. Also, like, to let yourself have this moment of, like, you know, to respect
Despair.
the devastation and the grief that comes with that, and that, you know. But I mean, the fact that you're still writing and like you just said you finished chapter 5, like maybe, you know, it's a good escape. The escapism of it could be helpful, perhaps. I know that's usually helpful. Wow. I'm sorry, Kristen.
Sorry, I just gotta power up the headset. Keeps me bopping. But yeah, sadly you've been mouthpieced.
I'm so sorry.
Now over to Rachel Berry's mother, Adele Dazeem, I guess.
Adele Dazeem.
Author Adele Dazeem. Tower's telling me bum this week and next week I'm looking for a new job. Sounds like the right move forward.
Dude, I feel like you could sue. Like if you are
That's discrimination.
like, well, I mean, I'm just saying, like, I don't know the ins and outs, and I'm not a lawyer, so this is just we're
She
four
just
idiots.
took the LSAT once.
We're
Practice LSAT once.
Poor idiots on the internet. But like, if you're being discriminated against as a mom, like going on maternity leave, and they're trying to get out of paying you for maternity leave you had previously like been contracted, and there was like supposed to be pay. I don't know. I'm just saying. Don't
Right.
just get your bag, Kristen. That's what I'm gonna say.
Get your bag. And that's from someone who once thought about taking the bar. Nope, the LSATs? No.
The
What is this thing?
The LSAT.
Is that the mini bar?
No, the LSAT is like the standardized test to get into law school. The bar is what you take after law school in order to get certified as a lawyer.
Ooh, yes, Kristen.
I will get my bag for sure, and maybe his job.
Yes.
Literally never ever kept someone in my thoughts and prayers, but you're there now, Kristen. So
Yeah. Kristen, make sure he's the one getting the tower next time.
yeah. Be the people.
Be the lightning.
Yeah. And Jessica says, how dare you call him a secret pen name? Hey, I didn't call it out. You're the one who confirmed it. I'm just throwing spaghetti at the wall, babe. But yeah, from his author Adele Dazeem, we're gonna get a little sticks. 9 to be exact. Reversed.
9.
Classic one. Very
Classic
I feel
one.
like we get
a
this
lot
one
of
a lot.
sticks.
All right, let's see. 9 is navigate creativity. Nope, sorry. Navigate creative competition and envy. Oh, interesting. The 9 of Wands can feel a little ominous. The claustrophobic image of a wounded figure is uncomfortable, and it may remind you of moments on your creative journey where you felt unsupportive, actively sabotaged, or victimized by others. Give yourself space to explore what this card has to say to you about competition and envy. Taking away the wounded central figure's eyes as take in the what the fuck? Okay. When you think about it in this card, in the context of envy and competition, the card becomes less an indication of incoming attack and more an illustration of clinging to a fear of being overtaken. Harness your jealousy. Navigating competition and jealousy in your creative life is normal, especially when you're putting yourself out there and sharing your work. You might even envy the praise and opportunities you see others receiving, or you may covet another creative's talents or the privileges that allow them to prioritize their creativity over other pursuits. If you're experiencing creative jealousy or finding yourself caught up in competition, you're not a bad person. You're actually in very good company. Take the essayist Roxane Gay, who has often written about her creative nemesis. If a New York Times bestselling author can hold space for herself to experience jealousy, then you are allowed to as well. The trick is to harness that jealousy into something productive instead of letting it eat away at you. This is hilarious. I know it's because it's Roxane Gay, but it just says, Gay turns her jealousy. Sorry, I love you, Roxane Gay. Gay turns her jealousy into creative expression. She uses her experience of envy and competition to fuel her writing, to get playful with her feelings, and to relate to her readers. The 9 of Wands is offering you the opportunity to do the same. You can accept that your jealousy and creative competitiveness exists. You can own them and even find inspiration in them. You can refuse to let them put out your creative spark. When this card appears, you're invited to survey your jealousies and reframe them as fuel for your own creative fire. Instead of letting yourself fall prey to all the ways you think you're missing out or getting buried under other people's success, you can remember yourself and refuse to let other creatives' wins distract you from your own creative satisfaction.
You've been mouthpieced, Adele.
Just, that phrase gets me every time.
She has been mouthpieced.
I love it. It's so uniquely you, Steve. You've been mouthpieced. Like
I just want something to give the same essence as like
You've
the
been
Law and
held.
Order finish. Like dun.
Yeah,
You've been mouthpieced.
that's fair.
Alice also wants a spread, so Alice is going to get a spread.
Oh.
Okay.
Order in the court.
Order in the court. Order in the court. Prosecution, please approach the bench. The prosecution in this case is Alice. Or I guess Alice would be the plaintiff. Is that how courts work? I don't know.
I don't know.
I'm just the stenographer. That's all I know. The universe is the judge, and I'm its stenographer in this scenario.
That's a great way of putting it.
Thank you. Now order in my court, or order in the universe's court, I guess. Alice, I give you goblets. 2 of them exactly upside down. This is you and Rachel Berry in harmony, singing probably Defying Gravity. But
You're holding space for it.
they're holding space with these goblets.
They are. Deepen your creative connections. Okay. It symbolizes marriage, soulmates. It's telling you to buy backhanded compliments. Kidding.
It's telling you to buy backhanded compliments. Oh, that's a joke.
It symbolizes marriage, soulmates, and a communion of like minds. Anyway. Okay. In the creative context, this card can be a cue to focus on your artistic partnerships. Attention is a key takeaway from this card. See the way the 2 figures gaze intently at each other. That's the kind of attention you want people to give your work. The kind of attention you want to share with your collaborators and those who support you. And it's definitely the kind of attention you want to lavish on your own work. Cultivate connection with yourself and others. 2 of Cups is about connecting more deeply to people who really get you, and about taking the opportunity to understand and love yourself as a creative. Let's see. So when the 2 of Cups appears, it's offering you a mission. Connect with yourself so you can get clear about what you want to say through your creative work. Lean on co-creators and your support system to lend a listening ear, and then use what you have learned to deliver a meaningful message to your audience through your creative expression. Make those 3 things happen, and the deep connection and understanding offered through this card is yours for the taking.
Sounds to me like you're going to need to ask some critique partners for critiquing.
Yes, which I think Alice did in the Discord a couple days ago, weeks ago, moons ago.
Yeah.
I don't remember. But check back on it. Circle back to them.
Miss Berry says, I guess I'll have to think about the card a bit more because I'm not super sure about it, honestly. I mean,
always check out
as
the
always,
different-
if it hits, it hits, and if it doesn't, it misses. That's the nature of
Right.
physics, baby. Can I?
Okay.
There you go. Thank you, mouthpiece. Not the quotation marks.
Those do feel like aggressive quotation marks.
Especially with the
Thank
hearts.
you, mouthpiece.
Mouthpiece. Yeah.
Lol plug.
Yep. Always. I'm trying to get better at it.
Now for my favorite. Courts don't have customers. What do courts have?
Jesters?
Patients? No.
Gestures.
What do courts have? They've just.
As in lawful courts, not royal courts.
Oh! Plaintiff.
Clients,
or
plaintiffs,
defendant.
defendants. Okay.
Attorney.
And now for my favorite defendant, I guess, because Edgar would definitely be a defendant and not a plaintiff. I feel like it's giving big defendant energy. It's giving justice murder. Is that a phrase in American? Like lawfully,
A justice
not
murder? No.
because that's what we call it in Norway.
Like there's self-defense, like if you killed someone because they were coming for you. But other
No, like if you're wrongfully convicted of something you didn't do, like an injustice.
Oh, false imprisonment.
But it can also be transferred to like outside the courtroom.
I don't know. We don't have that phrase. Justice murder. We don't have that phrase.
I don't think we have that.
Let me
It's a
see
great
if there's
phrase,
actually
though.
in translation before I read Edgar the House on Boots.
Why don't you pick the card so Katie can open it up while you do your research?
Fine. Edgar, I bequeath you some pentacles.
Oh,
Exactly 4 of them.
money's coming Edgar's way. Oh my god, that's terrible. Lindsay, you've been justice of the peace mouth.
Google is telling me judicial murder.
A judicial murder? I don't know it.
I never heard that. Oh.
Judicial murder is the intentional and premeditated killing of an innocent person by means of capital punishment.
Oh,
Therefore, it's a subset of wrongful execution.
execution.
Oh, wrongful execution. I think
Oh,
wrongful execution is the phrase we use.
got it. Yeah.
But you can also be judicial murdered without being removed from the tether of this life.
Oh wow, we really don't have a phrase like that that I can think of. Not a common one, at least.
We have more like you can't.
Because
like,
if you've been wronged as a person, like, ooh, that was a judicial murder, baby. You did not deserve that.
My neighbors.
That's how we
maybe
use
just
it.
the bathroom. We have more like double jeopardy.
Yeah,
that's the
we
only
got
thing I can
that
think
as a
of.
phrase. We've got crime of passion as a phrase, but that's not really a phrase in our lexicon. Alice, I know you're getting off at Amazon, but if you want to do Barnes & Noble instead, it's 25% off right now today, or 10% extra if you're a member, and off of backhanded compliments pre-orders. And if you order from Barnes & Noble, that's technically going to help Katie, because however many pre-orders Barnes & Noble gets will determine the number, like the order number they put in with Katie's publisher before release. And so the more pre-orders that are specifically from Barnes & Noble will like actively help Katie get more physical books. And then, because remember how when Adasim came out and everybody was like, I want to get it, but it's not coming until like November. What's happening? It's because I mean, we had a decent amount of pre-orders, but our pre-order amount from the bookstores wasn't enough where they did a huge print run. And so we actually sold out of physical copies really unexpectedly fast. It's like, and so we had to do multiple prints. Whereas if Katie and because of that, that meant people couldn't get it quickly. But if more people order from Barnes & Noble, then and until Friday, which I don't know when your taxes get in, but anyway, so.
Yeah, I can't ship to Norwegia from Barnes & Noble, so I'm so sorry, Katie, but I have ordered through Amazon.
My whole family has said that they've pre-ordered, and I urge them to pre-order from Barnes & Noble. So, and I have also pre-ordered from Barnes & Noble. So hopefully that's happening.
Okay, did you read Edgar's? I missed it.
I have not read it yet, but Edgar's is respect your limits. It's all about recognizing your limits and acknowledging when you've hit them. In doing that work, you can invest more thoroughly in your creative pursuits that matter to you most, instead of spreading yourself too thin by saying yes to absolutely everything. If you struggle with if you struggle with setting boundaries and often find yourself overcommitted and low on energy and resources, or if you feel like you have to court burnout in an effort to prove your worth, then the imagery in the Four of Pentacles may feel uncomfortably close to home for you, and you're not alone. When this card comes up for you, let it be an invitation that you need to free up your paws. Allow some opportunities to pass through them so that you're not constantly overextended and overstimulated. See it as a reminder to respect your limits and boundaries instead of constantly testing them.
Little Edgar and his little.
There you go, Edgar. You've been mouthpiece. Okay. And last but not least, it is Miss Laura Nettles' time to be card pulled. This is going to be straight from the stenographer of the court.
Tippy tap.
Tippy tap. Yeah. I've seen, for some reason I get stenography. I'm on the stenography side of Instagram Reels, like every 6 weeks or so. I just get like a little day where I get like, this is what you go through in a stenographer course. And that should be crazy. I don't know if you've seen it. But I'm like, how does the human brain work like that? What do you mean?
I have no idea how they do it. I've watched those
videos. They have like a machine
with
their own designated shorthand on it, and they're just like.
And it's like gibberish. 4 keys and a prayer.
Yeah, it's like it's crazy. Speaking of crazy, Laura, I give you. Oh no, sorry. Double tower.
Maybe tarot is of the devil.
Shuffle. What?
I did shuffle.
Maybe tarot
I'm not
is
liable
the devil.
for the universe's actions.
Maybe Laura's mother is correct.
Yeah.
Maybe your mother was onto something, Laura.
Sorry, Laura. The devil made me do it.
I mean, I'll read it again, but everyone have Laura in their thoughts and prayers.
Yeah, Laura was so close to not getting a card, but then last minute.
Okay, sometimes your creative life is a pit of despair. And no card understands and holds space for the worst things better than the tarot. Whether you've lost your dream commission, had a devastating rejection from an agent, missed out on a job or promotion, received a diagnosis that significantly sets back your creative vision, or opened up your computer to find that somehow the draft of your novel has disappeared forever, there will be moments of your creative life where you feel struck down and smashed to rubble. Facing a tower moment in creative life means encountering the worst case scenario. This is not a card about love and light. It's about shock, devastation, and disaster. But the tower is also a beacon. Sitting in the grief, fear, and desolation that this card conjures is the first step in choosing not to let hitting rock bottom be a death sentence. Okay. When the tower comes up or when you seek out its advice, take the time to reflect on what's going wrong for you in your creative life. Give yourself permission to sit with that discomfort, the pain, and the fear. Allow yourself to have the moment of grief, to respect that devastation, and take stock of the damage. Take stock of the damage and let yourself feel it. You can't start to heal and rebuild until you've confronted the damage and made space for your pain. In fact, getting a sense of what's broken and giving yourself permission to feel it can be creatively generative. Your experiences may open up new ways of seeing, new things to express, and new inspirations to create. Being struck by lightning can be the worst thing that's ever happened to you, but it can be simultaneously an electrifying current that sends you off in new, meaningful directions.
Devastating.
Laura says, I've been depressed for a couple of weeks now. I feel this. I've been overthinking all my alpha readers' feedback and I haven't heard back from the job I interviewed for. Yeah, I'm sorry to tell you that you've been mouthpieced.
I'm sorry, Laura. What a way to end.
But good news is that after an upheaval, there's always an uprising. So it's cyclical.
After the biggest flop comes the biggest slay.
Yeah. After we're so off, we're so back on again.
Yeah. Sometimes when we're gone, we're back. I don't know.
Yeah. And sometimes we end streams without saying goodbye.
Bye.